Hello everybody, welcome. We're just waiting on Becky to join. I wore a little bit of some pearls for you guys today because I was feeling very Monday, needed some dress up, some gold, some sparklies. There's some new ones. Hi Nicole. These are some new news. And you can see these are really cool because they're reflected, opposite versions of each other. I thought that was really nice. And they're really like a kind of inspired by Mobile's kind of Calderish. Oh, here's Becky. Let's get her in here. But I was feeling dressed up today, and I noticed I love pearls, and I like pearls in different iterations. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome. I love that you have so much jewelry behind you. I love it.
Thank you. I was trying to decide what jewelry I wanted to wear besides these, obviously. And then I was like, I don't have to choose because I can bring all of my jewelry with me. And then I just got my iPad and went upstairs, and
Yeah.
it's balanced in this arrangement of like 4 different candles.
Okay.
So if and I just knocked it all down right before I came on. So if I suddenly disappear in like an earthquake-ish manner, it's probably just that my candles fell over, and I will fix it.
It's like a Blair Witch Project style. Totally.
Yes.
We're all learning all this, right? Special new edition video is like the frontier. Thanks so much for coming on.
It's my pleasure.
To chat with. We just reconnected recently in Baltimore and had some nice chats, and I just wanted to learn more about your process because I was reading your blog. You have so much in there.
Yes, that's an accurate description of my blog. So much in there.
I mean, you're right. Like you write. I feel like this is part of your practice. You must have like a practice to do this because you're consistently putting work out there. You have lots. You're interested in lots of different things. Curious. I feel like you research a lot too. So, like, how did you end up starting this? Where did you start from?
Yeah, so like writing has always been my art form of choice. Like when I was an elementary school age nerd, I used to practice writing it's without an apostrophe and it's with an apostrophe over and over in my little notebook because I knew they were both very important and different. And I've been writing stories and poems ever since I could write, and even before, thanks to the help of some very patient babysitters. I know I went all the way back to the beginning. I will.
I love it because you're a storyteller. This is yeah, I love it.
All right, then I'll give you some more of the bits and pieces. In 2nd grade, I wrote a story about a gang of superheroes called the School Savers who protect an elementary school from drugs, and I won a the governor's competition in like Maryland.
Woo! Okay.
My first poem was published when I was in high school, and it was about how I hate math.
Poor math.
I know. I'm sorry, math. You're just not for me.
It's not for everybody. I know.
Yeah. So obviously when I went to college, I studied writing because it was my destiny. And things and
more creative writing. It seems like it's more creative writing focused. Earlier, which I really love because you love literature. When I was reading, you like sci-fi.
Yeah.
I'm super that person too. I read a lot of fiction. I'm not a big fiction reader, so I was really pleased because I'm like, oh, I know a lot of what she's writing about.
Yes, especially when like the world is stressful, I crave other worlds. So yeah, I've always had a lot of writing in my life, and then I graduated from college, and I was like, all right, I have this creative writing degree, and also these student loans. What can I do with this?
Yes.
So that's how I became a technical editor for the U.S. Coast Guard.
Okay, yes. That you would work for the federal government doing writing. Okay.
It's my dark government past.
I have one too, I will tell you. I
So
also
many of us
government.
do.
I used to write about poverty law for housing authorities.
Oh
So
my gosh.
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Different.
Yeah, I mean that's especially funny because after the Coast Guard, I went to the FDIC and wrote about banking law. So really very
Oh
similar.
yeah, I probably read a lot of your writing then because I did that around the 8th. Switched to foreclosure prevention and did credit research and predatory lending research for nonprofits.
I bet everyone who joined the live in the past minute or two was like, "Where am I?"
Yeah, okay. I used to be an economy. I studied economics, so it has nothing to do. But I totally you do many things in your life. This. Ooh, I hope we didn't get you.
Out for a
Oh yeah,
second.
I got you. You came back.
Okay, there you are. Yeah, so in my case, this led me directly to where I am now because I was in this very um this job which had absolutely no scope for creativity, and I felt like my creative soul was suffocating. So I wasn't really feeling inspired to like write a novel or anything. So I was like, all right, a lot of my friends are having fun writing blogs right now. Maybe I'll try and write a blog. Um, just as like something to do.
Okay. Around what year was this?
This was in, oh my gosh, this would have been around 2012.
Okay, great. Like,
Yeah.
okay. Blogs, I mean, it is a way to get it's like fast writing, immediate.
Mm-hmm. Well, what I wanted was like little bite-sized pieces of writing, just something that I could do like in the evening, in a quiet moment to keep my brain working. But I wanted it to be like something I could knock out, you know, before or after my 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always loved books, obviously. And I've always loved jewelry, but I didn't know anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I kind of want to start a jewelry blog, but I don't know anything about jewelry, so that makes no sense. I should write about books. And then I was like, you know what? No one's ever going to read this anyway. So I'll just write about exactly what I want to write about, and people can suck it. Um,
True. Totally. Okay.
yeah. So that's kind of how Diamonds in the Library happened. I started writing about jewelry and books. And at the very beginning, it was just for me to entertain myself. And that's kind of how I accidentally, oh, hi, that's my sister. She was just
Oh,
here
how nice.
bringing me groceries.
Oh, how nice. Super nice.
She's the best. Um,
I'm jealous. I want someone to come bring me groceries too. Yeah.
she is amazing. And I only got a quick peek in the bag, but it looked like there were several chocolate Easter bunnies. So I'm looking forward to getting a closer look at those later.
A good treat. Yes, it's time.
Yeah.
We're all doing everyone is like baked goods, chocolate, ice cream. I'm like, yeah. I think we need comfort, kind of like doing the more like reading those fiction books. It's a little bit other worlds. We need to kind of step out of reality, and I really love fiction for that reason too. Like it's so
Mm-hmm.
it totally makes you also. I think it makes you more empathetic because you get in characters' minds and learn how to think in different ways from different
Yeah,
perspectives.
I completely agree. And when you're reading something that you really get invested in, you can kind of have that emotional catharsis.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nothing can really make us feel better about everything that's happening right now. But, like, if you can get temporarily invested in a smaller story, your feelings get to go through that little roller coaster. And then at the end of it, you kind of feel like you wrung something out. So I think it's
Yeah,
good for it.
yeah. To go through their process of emotional healing, and it's all
Yeah,
tied for you.
exactly.
But I feel like so that's kind of the origin story of the name then, because I was thinking
Mhm.
like how funny. Then I started reading your blog. I was like, oh, totally makes sense. Because I
Yeah.
started looking at multiple facets within the blog, and I'm like, oh, because I Outlander and all of that series, and this was like a long time ago. So I was like, this, I know about this, but I see also correlation because jewelry is about stories too. We're creating, there's a story behind all these pieces, and you're telling part of that
Yeah,
about the pieces that you collect or are highlighting.
totally. And I've always thought that jewelry and storytelling go really well together because we as humans like to mark the important things in our lives with jewelry. And then the jewelry itself leaves a story behind. Like I'm wearing several pieces that are old. Here, I'll
Oh,
give you a
show,
closer.
tell us about these. I love, okay, is that like a collada? What is that? It's a hot,
So this is an early Victorian era heart ring. The sort of lumpy little blobs of coral are placed together to symbolize a heart, and then with the
mm,
crown on top, it was a common motif of the time.
it's beautiful. It's, and what, as, are there little gems set into the crown as well?
Yes, I don't know if you can see it
I can
better if I do
hardly.
this.
It's so pretty.
It's just so sparkly, and you can kind of tell from the way it catches the light that they're old cut. They're just these like
Hmm.
random little rough chips of diamonds, like they used back then. I'll post a closer picture of it after we get off of this
Yeah,
live, so
this
people
is
can see
amazing.
it.
I like that you have like you. I love all the jewelry behind you too.
Thank you, my wall of praise.
It's a good display, and it looks like a really good collection too. Like, whoa.
Thank you. I love having everything. Let's see if I can tilt without losing all of this. Um, I like having everything visible. Um,
Agree.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, totally.
totally.
Because it's art and you can bask in its presence. And also, it's so much easier when you're getting dressed to remember what you have if it's in front of you.
Hmm. It really helps. I can't. I remember some things. And I have things certain like in certain boxes. I have so much it's not able to put all of it out. So I'll have boxes with
Yeah.
colors in them if I need to like go for a special outfit. But
Hmm.
these are the things I go to. Maybe every at least once a month. I want out. It's kind of like what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Wait, so today,
I'm going to try to like, does this work? In
yeah.
there, I have drawers
Oh.
um, where like more fragile things are. I can give
Well,
you a closer look if we want, but
kind of do. I
they're
feel
like
like
very themed. Or I wouldn't be able to remember where they are. Like I have a drawer of pearls and a drawer of bracelets and a drawer where my tiaras are.
yeah, the tiara
I only have a couple.
too. I wore this for you because
I love it so much.
I wore pearls for you too. I have to tell you.
Yay!
I feel because I really feel like you have such a historical bent. And I know you like all jewelry because we've talked about this, but I was really diving deep into your Instagram and blog, and it was like, oh, I really love all this, the history behind the pieces. I love
Yeah.
so much also like about different types of jewelry that are even I had no idea about. Like lavaliers and diadems and tiaras.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. And the blog is really me learning along with my readers because like I I can't emphasize enough that I have no jewelry background at all. So everything I learned through the act of blogging about jewelry and going to trade shows and just touching things and asking people, what's this? What's this? What's this? And all of these very generous, kind, incredibly knowledgeable jewelry people who spent the time to be like, this is what that is. That's why that's diamond is a weird shape. Don't wear that in the shower
Oh,
or, various bits of wisdom.
is that so? Do you think is that when you sat down and wrote your first jewelry post? Did you end up? Was it something that you had seen in person or something you had researched online? How did you evolve this to start going to all these trade shows and learning in person?
That is a great question because it's a fascinating story, and I still can't quite believe it happened. Um, so when I started my blog, I never expected to get invited to trade shows and things. I'm not trying to be humble. I just like didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
everyone does. People don't.
right.
Yeah.
So my earliest blog posts were all auction listings. I just followed like Christie's and Sotheby's and I would find pieces that intrigued me and then I would Google like every word I didn't know and I would look for other similar things And I know I may have spent some of the time in my cubicle when I was supposed to be writing federal regulations doing this browsing. Um, just a little bit of lunch hour, a little lunch
Yeah.
hour scrolling. Um, but it was actually JCK who reached out to me after I'd been blogging for about a year. And they
Hmm.
were like, hey, we love your blog. We have a trade show coming up. Would you like to come and take pictures?
Hmm.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea this was a thing. So I took the day off and I got on a bus and I took the bus to New York.
Hmm.
I live in DC. So I
Yeah.
took the bus to New York. I got off the bus and I walked into this fancy, fancy hotel and I was like, oh my God. So I spent the next maybe 7 hours touching the best jewelry I've ever touched in my life.
Hmm.
And then I got back on the bus the same day because I certainly couldn't afford a hotel room in New York City for one day at a trade show. And the whole way home on the bus, I just sat there staring into space and thinking, I have to do this all the time. How do I do this all the time?
It was that for rush, it sounds like. It was
Oh, yeah.
exhilarating, yeah. I know looking at diamonds and sparkly things is amazing.
Yeah.
Agree.
I saw a friend, I had a drink with a friend before I went home, and she was like, are you drunk? When I met her, because I was just apparently just wide-eyed and like borderline hysterical from excitement at this jewelry I'd been playing
Yeah.
with.
And trying on and getting to adore.
And trying on.
Hmm. Yeah.
Taking little videos of on my like that would have been like 2013. So like definitely an earlier generation of iPhone doing that photography heavy lifting.
Yeah. I know because you have you always are on. I feel like you're really good about video and photography. So you've also evolved this with your writing, it sounds like. You've invested in that as well.
I actually had like moths to a flame, exactly. I
There's joy.
actually had a really unusual high school education. I went to a as a program at a public school here in Maryland that is communication focused. So, as part of my regular high school curriculum, I took photography classes and TV production classes. I did Shakespeare, all these other various things. So, like I recently joined TikTok and I've been editing these little videos together. I'm like, oh my God, this feels just like high school. So,
With like
I'm
even, like small tools in your phone, basically, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
do all of my I have a bunch of my like I have all these little clip-on lights and things. There's one on my iPad making my face look better, although I don't want to be quite this.
Yeah, blown out.
Um, but I do all my photography on my phone. I always assumed I would learn how to use a fancy camera, but instead I just got a whole lot of practice at using my phone,
I
and
don't
I like it that way.
I don't think you need the camera anymore. It seems like I just got the iPhone 11 and it feels so advanced. And if you have
Hmm.
like just a couple like lenses and lights, you can do pretty high res things. I really like that you use motion a lot in your videos.
Hmm.
A lot. And I think it adds another layer than just a still.
I completely agree. I love to use motion and I love to show jewelry interacting with a human body, even if it's just me holding it in my hand, because I feel like jewelry really comes to life when it's on a human, even if you're not like wearing it. Like I love to hold up earrings, even if
Yeah.
they're not in my ear, whatever. They come to life. That's how they're supposed to be seen.
I don't know why, but it does. You're right. It does feel so much. You can see scale in someone's hand. You are able to understand how it's going to fit with your body, even if it's not next to your ear, right?
Totally. Yeah. Well, and
It can.
I also think something that's fun for my readers is that like I'm just a normal person with no particular, like I'm not rich. I don't have any particular connections. But because I wrote about jewelry for so long, I can go touch it. And I think that's cool for people because it's definitely cool for me.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you are really, I love your tiara pictures because you have, and that looks like such a fun thing to try on, like going to Sotheby's or
Oh my
whatever
gosh.
house. I feel like you're doing this a lot and gaining more knowledge as you go.
Yeah, tiaras are my favorite. I was so nervous the first time I asked an antique dealer if I could try on their tiara. Because
Yeah.
the tiara is always like at the bottom of the case and like most people don't bother it. But at this point, I'm lucky enough to have built a relationship with certain antique dealers and they let me play with their good stuff. But I've also found if you're direct and polite and very clear about what you're trying to do, that a lot of people don't mind.
Yeah, because generally, like, how do you approach them? They're usually saying, I would like to feature you, right? Or discuss it.
Yeah, I have a little spiel. I usually am holding my index card in my hand, my business card in my hand, and I'm like, "Hi, I'm Becky. I'm a blogger from Diamonds in the Library. I am doing a feature for my blog about the jewelry at this show, and I would absolutely love to take a picture of your tiara to share with my readers. Would that be okay with you?"
Yeah, and
There
that's
you
well received, right? No one's, it's, it, I feel like you're just open and honest about it. Like when you approach me, that's how you talk to me. I'm like, absolutely. Like, who wouldn't say yes to that, right?
Yeah, there have been times over my jewelry career when I tried to appear more chill and less like I was being thrilled to death by everything, but honestly, that's no fun. And I'm an excitable person who loves getting to touch jewelry. Sometimes I'm a little undignified, but that's just how I roll.
No, nothing undignified, I would never say, but yes. I feel like it's so fun. I really do enjoy. So, can you show us some more, maybe, of the pieces that you're?
Oh yeah. So this is the other. Okay, let me adjust my light because it's washing everything out. We'll calm this down.
I know.
Oh my God, the candles. Hold on.
It's covered by rust bubble.
Okay, there we go. So I'm also wearing this ring, which
Mm.
is Edwardian era. What's really cool about this one is that the stripes are enamel
Oh,
and they've survived so well.
yeah. And then a diamond in the middle.
And then the little diamond in the middle.
Hmm.
What if we get rid of this completely? That's a little better.
Yeah, it's nice. Oh, yeah, I can see the black better because it looks almost
Yeah.
like it was engraved, but I love the black enamel. That is so interesting. Wait, where did you find these pieces, for example? Because you have like
So,
an amazing store list on your blog. I also love if you go and search through like different gemstones, you can go to different blog posts about that. I really love the
mhm.
organization. A
Thank
lot.
you. I
A lot.
love organizing things. I'm going to turn this around because I think it might work better.
Okay.
See if I can give you a clearer view.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
And oh yeah,
So
this
these,
coral.
yeah, this coral ring was sourced from a small dealer who I know on Instagram, and my husband actually bought it for me as a gift. So
Nice.
I occasionally will bring pieces to his attention when I see something that I think would make a good gift, and he's great at saving those for appropriate occasions.
Lovely.
Um, Mr. Stripey over here, this is a hazard of being a jewelry blogger that I think people will find understandable. I was working with a client to take pictures of some of their jewelry, and they sent me a number of pieces, including that ring. And I put it on and I went, oh no, I have to keep this. So then I bought it from them.
So it felt really good on, it sounds like.
Yeah, as soon as I opened the package and saw it, I was like, uh-oh. And it was Wilson's. There they are. Hi,
Oh,
I'm talking about you.
Would love.
Wilson's is where I got my beautiful stripy ring. Here,
Ooh.
we're turning back around. On the other hand, I have this crazy ring.
Yeah, what is that? Holy moly.
So this is Victorian era, and it's completely flexible. Let me.
Yeah. It looks like a Rolex, like a watch band, kind of. Oh, okay. What?
Yeah,
Uh,
so you can
what?
find this style from this era in like bracelet or necklace size, but this is the only one I've ever seen that's a ring. I don't know very much about it, but it has a cool engraving on the back
Mm. Oh, how
that
nice.
is impossible to show you.
Yeah, really, it's
Um,
hard.
but it's
Video is hard definition. This, I love
yeah,
the
it's
clasp.
one of my favorites though.
It's a clasp, right? Or is it something that moves?
It moves. Sorry, I'm like running around. I'm constantly reconfiguring how I'm doing this. Okay. So you can actually pull it.
Oh, adjustable.
Yeah, I try not to adjust it very often because I don't want to like stretch it out. I got this at the Miami Beach Antique Show a few years ago.
I've heard that that is amazing.
It is. It's incredible.
Yeah, everyone is raving. I want to go down there and shop. Iris Apfel, I think, is a big shopper there.
I have seen her a couple of times. I'm like
Yeah,
stalked her in a creepy manner.
she is like, by the way, and she's a funny person. She's really nice.
Maybe I should just open this.
Oh my God. Okay. Holy moly. I love her so much. I totally understand. Oh my. That's a beautiful case, by the way.
Thank you. I looked at a lot of possible jewelry armoires before I picked this one, and I've been really happy with it. It has
Mm.
drawers inside also.
Okay. It is so pretty. The top part that folds
Thank
up,
you.
I know. Oh, I would use that so much. Oh wow. Okay.
It's
Oh.
yeah, it's like the jewelry armoire of my dreams. The last time I moved, I was keeping my jewelry collection in a lot of different boxes,
Mm.
and I didn't like that. So I decided it was time to finally figure out how to get it all in one place.
Oh, it's great. Those rings. So those rings. I feel like you like. Do you collect in a way that is it emotional, or are you doing it in certain time periods? Because I feel like the rings highlighted here at least have a lot of the oval top, similar to the enamel black stripe one.
Yes. So it's mostly just that I think that shape of ring looks good on my fingers.
Hmm.
But also the rings I buy are just the rings I fall in love with.
Hmm.
So these rings, I've mentioned I am a huge dork and I love to organize things. So they're in approximately chronological order.
Oh my God.
Um,
This is you are
I know.
librarian a little bit with this like indexing and Dewey Decimal System ish.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
So these rings up here are contemporary. And then we're getting to vintage and estate, Art Deco, Edwardian, Victorian.
Holy moly. Yeah. I totally know what you mean by collecting on the shape
Mhm.
here. Totally. Oop.
You've got to wear what feels right.
Yeah. I don't wear really wide band things because I can't flex my fingers. That kind of, like they need to be functional. Oh no, I think we lost you. Becky, can you hear me? Hello? Can you guys hear me still? Yeah, I can't hear you either. What the heck? We can't hear each other. I'm okay, I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna start close. Holy moly, you guys. I hope you can hear me now. We were in the middle of a conversation with Becky Stone from Diamonds in the Library, and she was going through her super awesome collection of rings. Like, the amazing collection of rings. Hopefully we can get her back. Welcome, you guys. Trying to get, here she is. I want to try to get her back in here. Hopefully. Happy Monday. Technical difficulties, I guess, always. Hi.
I can hear
Oh
you.
my gosh, thank you.
Yay!
I'm missing crucial information.
I know, that was so sad. I just decided to keep vaguely pointing my iPad at my jewelry and wait to see what happened.
I don't understand this sometimes, but please go back because I'm loving your ring story and the fact that it's actually chronological in your case. I don't. How did you remember when you started to? Do you keep paperwork about each piece or?
I actually do. I have a binder with like
Oh my!
plastic sleeves. I know, and I've saved the invoices for almost everything in my personal collection.
My heart is a flutter. That is amazing. You're such like a documentary. Like as a historian. It's perfect.
Yeah, well, I love my jewelry so much. So, I take good care of it.
You do.
Um, let's see. This lady is fun.
Oh, it's a little mini portrait.
She's a little tiny portrait.
Where did you get that? And what time era is that from?
So this ring, I think, is from the 40s or 50s.
Oh,
It's from
oh no. Guys, we lost audio again. Gosh darn it. Can you hear me though? We lost Becky's sound again. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. Can you hear me? Gosh darn it, you guys, I'm sorry. It must be really popular right now. Can you guys hear me though? Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try again. Lost me for a minute. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm gonna try to get her on again. Thanks you guys for waiting. Any questions for Becky? Because I'm like salivating over all of her amazing rings, which are gorgeous. I have been collecting rings as well, but not to this extent. And the fact that she has like records for each piece is so awesome. I love that to have such discipline to do that. I don't, I feel like I'm so destructive with my pieces. To each their own, right? I don't know if you guys collect jewelry too, but I have lots. I actually brought like this. This is like how I keep my jewelry. She's switching to her phone. Okay, she'll be back in a bit. It could be the iPad, but I'm not really like nice to her. Did you see her beautiful case she had? I'm like this. So it's sometimes she must be a Virgo. I'm a Virgo too, but I am not good like that. I want to learn though. I actually brought some of these pieces out because I had my little vintage pieces are pieces I had gotten from my grandmother and inherited. I have them in this sad little. Oh, here she is. Let me add her in.
Hi.
Hey. Oh, good. Yeah.
I was trying to type I'm a Pisces, but I accidentally said I'm a zero.
Yeah. And I was
So
like, oh,
please disregard that self burn.
that's good. I, you sound great though. I don't know if I have no idea why one device would be better than the other, but
I don't know. My iPad is a lot older than my phone, so hopefully my phone can keep its shit together. Pardon my French.
I love it. This is totally. Well, okay, so go back. I go back to showing some more stuff because I'm like, oh, that miniature.
Yeah.
I thought miniatures were more like older than the 50s.
A lot of them are. I mean, miniatures were really big in the Victorian and Georgian eras. Oh, this works much better.
Yeah, you sound great.
Um, but this one just happens to be a little older than that. It even has a tiny artist signature in the corner, but I can't read what it says.
What a good find.
Thank you. I was really pleased by it. Apparently, there was a gallery owner who was interested in it, but the dealer sold it to me while she was thinking it over. So, haha.
Yeah, news you lose, right? News
Mm-hmm.
you lose. What are those red, hot pink and red ones? What is
Oh
that?
my gosh, these guys,
Yeah.
these are so much fun. They are obviously contemporary by a super fun jeweler, Sarah Magid, or Magid. I don't know how she says it. Magid. I love
Beautiful.
them. I have a pair of earrings by her too.
I've never seen these. Those earrings are amazing. What lots of movement I can see too.
Yeah, I love earrings with movement. This is the colorful jewels section. Metallic is over here.
Oh, I got you. You have those Hannah obsessed with too over there.
Yeah.
Obsessed with her work. Yes. That's cool. I love they're so fun. Where did you get those, for example?
I first discovered this designer through Instagram, I think. And then after featuring her work in store, I she offered to send me some pieces to photograph. And then afterwards, I indicated I might like to keep them, and she made that very easy for me, which was extremely generous of her. And I have thoroughly enjoyed. Oh, that's so nice. Thanks. I am ready to love you too, new friend.
Gina's a wonderful fiber artist,
Ooh.
Estonian, who is amazing. I love the artist. I love process too. But this I have never seen this, and I'm really drawn to the colors too. I can see how fun that is. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here, you'll like this one. So this
What?
is an Art Deco era flip ring. It's original platinum from the 1920s, and it is hinged.
Oh my gosh.
So you can hold on. Let me take this ring off so that I can demonstrate this better.
Oh my God, your rings are so I want to come over and try everything on.
You can. We just need to wait like a couple of months.
6 months maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing with Art Deco flip rings is they're made so that they can look like you're wearing, a stack with a sapphire in the middle, or you can flip it.
Oh my God.
And oh my God, I just threw
And
it.
I like the flip too because it's more comfortable on the bottom end. You know what I mean? To not be so thick.
Yeah, and I actually really like to wear it like this so that you can see all of the
Yes.
different bits.
Yes. I love
There, yeah, there are a few of these around. You can find them. This was a bucket list item for me. I finally bought it for myself for my birthday a couple of years ago.
It's great. It looks nice with your wedding ring suite too.
I sometimes wear it over there.
Yeah, I can see that. It looks really nice. That is so. Where did you find? That's a good. But I love mechanisms, so this really excites me.
Yeah, and it's nice, solid 1920s platinum, so it feels incredible, and it's a little bit engraved at the side. You can see.
Has a little mill grain, right, or some.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that. I like a little addition of that.
I love showing this. I dropped it again. That's fine. I love showing this piece to jewelry people and artists because they always appreciate how cool it is.
Gosh darn, it is really cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What else do we have here? This little goblin guy
Whoa.
is Art Nouveau-ish era. I'm sorry, he is definitely a gargoyle. And he started life as a stick pin, but he was converted to be a ring.
Oh.
Um,
Is
and
that
when
something that you requested or you found it that way made as a ring?
I found it made as a ring, there are a number of antique dealers who um, specialize kind of in buying stick pins and converting them into earrings and rings. And
Hmm.
it's a little controversial in the antique jewelry community.
Oh. Oh, really? Because it's taken
Yeah,
away from the original intention of the item, or?
exactly, because it's changing the original item. Um,
Yes.
so I do sometimes I see pieces that have been converted and I'm like, oh, I wish that could have stayed a pin. But in general, I'm in favor of anything that gives jewelry new life.
I feel like most of the actual, it's not like you melted the whole thing down also. You're actually keeping a lot of the design there.
Yeah. And you can see this is a very simple one. It's just been chopped off the pin stem and put on a gold ring.
Nice. You know a lot about, so you've really gained a lot of um, knowledge about process as well through the time that you've learned about jewelry.
Yes. My Georgian double heart coral is on my hand, and I love that you know that ring because it's one of my favorites. That one is a great conversion. It worked really well. Um, I have learned a lot about process just from talking to people. Um, I've said this before, but I will say it many more times. I knew nothing at all about jewelry when I started this. And I still sometimes feel like I know nothing, but I've been lucky to spend time talking to a lot of people who know a lot of things. So my favorite thing is to just ask questions of people who are more knowledgeable than I am. This is a fun
Mm.
piece.
Mm. What's that in the, oh, that is fun.
This is an Art Deco era ring. With it's a big old amethyst, and
Yeah.
it has a little diamond in the middle, and this gorgeous detail on the side.
It's so beautiful. So much open work filigree. Is that white
Yeah.
gold or platinum?
This one is white gold.
Yeah.
It's a pinky ring on me, which is
Oh,
very opulent, and it makes me feel like a luscious 1920s party girl.
I feel like that one would look good with a tiara and a very 1920s, very, I think a little bit royal too.
Mm-hmm. It's a very regal color. It in style is very similar to this ring,
Yeah. Oh, it's with
which
the
has a piece of
it
hair.
popped up in open work.
Yeah. This one is sterling silver though.
Mm-hmm. So that's you can see it's tarnished a little bit.
Yeah.
I wonder how it feels. That would be too soft to do that with all that open work, but I guess it's held up pretty darn well.
A lot of Art Deco costume jewelry is still around. It's one of the reasons it's one of my favorite eras.
Hmm.
If we come over here, I love costume jewelry, actually. It's sort of a hobby of mine. This is Art Deco era costume.
Oh wow. So in terms of costume, so it's not. What is it made out of then?
Um, Paste and some kind of metal.
Mm-hmm.
Just not diamonds. This is also costume jewelry. It's late Georgian, early Victorian. It's colorful paste, and the back is really cool.
Oh yeah. It's you could wear it almost that way too.
This is an earring that lost its mate.
Oh, we could make that into a long pendant. That'd be very like a long sautoir or something.
That's exactly how I wear it.
Beautiful. Oh, cool. You just do. Oh, that's great. Wait, so where do you find your more costume pieces? Is that more online or in person?
I used to shop more online. Now I'm lucky enough that I have made a number of jewelry contacts. So, generally, my favorite way to buy vintage pieces is to go to shows and, go see the dealers who I know and trust
Mm-hmm.
and see what cool things they have. I'm saying that as I show you this ring, which I bought from a complete stranger. Um, this ring, I have to tell you, I'm not confident it's all antique. Um, that happens. I bought it at a very low price and I love it, whether it is all genuine or not.
It's really beautiful. What is the story you were told? Because this feels like with antiques, especially, which you feature a lot, there's so much story. And if you get to talk to the people that are dealing them, they know the stories too. I love that.
Ideally, yes. However, this dealer spoke almost no English.
Oh, interesting.
So I just decided I loved the ring and that for the price they were asking, I was okay with it not being a real antique.
It's really cool. What's the top part? How do they get that color? Do you have any idea?
I don't really know.
Yeah, me neither. It's like, was I like it has like a two-tone, like a gunmetal effect, you know?
Oh, here's a cool one.
Oh, scare. Ooh. With double, ooh, this double snake, double serpent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
This is an Art Deco era Egyptian revival piece. Um, when I was little, like 9, I wanted to be a ballet dancing Egyptologist because I was very interested in ancient Egypt.
oh yes.
Uh,
Oh, I love. Do you have more of this, or is this one of the pieces? That is
just
so
this
beautiful.
one, really. In a lot of these Art Deco pieces, the scaraby bits will be like real ancient scarabs. But I think that this one was made in the 20s. I don't think that this scarab is ancient.
Is it made out of turquoise or a gemstone?
This one I think is costume jewelry something. I cannot remember right at this second. I know it's not ancient and it was made in the 20s, but I can't remember what the actual material is.
I love the two prongs. I like how it's just the two prongs is really simple. It looks like the like teeth of the serpent, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome. That feels smooth. That feels modern in a way, too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Egyptian revival tends to make a resurgence periodically, so maybe we're due for it.
It was about, I think we did it 9 years ago.
Yeah.
2009? Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That moonstone? What is that?
This is a chrysoberyl cat's eye. It's
Like,
one of my favorite pieces. Um, Faience is the word I was looking
that,
for. Thank you, Carolina, for reading my mind.
thank you. That's really good information.
Yes,
I
that
would
was
not have come up
fantastic.
with that. Yes.
This one is much simpler. It's just the chrysoberyl cat's eye and the big old mine cut diamonds.
Big.
I think this setting is really pretty, although there's nothing particularly fancy about it. I just find it to be really elegant.
I think it's great. I think it has a nice, like the little lip kind of dips down nicely, just gives you a little bit of hollow space.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This is the one I was wearing. Thank you. I love my cat's eye
Is that
too.
a little lizard in there just for fun?
This is a crocodile
Oh,
that my sister bought me when she was in Florida, and he stays in here and keeps my jewelry safe.
oh, I
And
love
then
that.
these are various notes from people who have given me jewelry. So just sweet little gift notes from the past.
Oh, it's such an archivist. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
This is obviously very fancy.
Yeah, very
It's
perfect.
from Party City.
It does look like Princess Diana's gate. It does look really royal. The one with the mine cut diamonds. Certain. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got that classic. Yeah, that's my sister.
Oh, she's also a Riley. Thank you. Hi.
Yeah,
I love that. Oh my
it's
gosh.
a little less organized over here. This is chains.
And you just
Um,
add different things to those, or just for fun, layer them up.
a little bit of both. I love layering, but I also just love chains, especially Niello.
Yes, I saw that on your blog. Can you explain a little bit more about that? What is that? A different material?
Yeah, so Niello, I'm going to do the same thing I did a second ago where I'm not going to be able to remember the right words for it. But it is just the prettiest. It looks like enamel, but it's not exactly enamel. It's more of... Nope, my mind is blank. I'm just
Like
going to keep pointing my phone at it.
yeah.
And I will share some information about Niello in my story after this.
Yeah.
But it is the coolest, prettiest stuff.
Oh,
A lot of it, this would have been like a watch chain.
you could attach different things. So do you end up just layering them by themselves, or do you attach a lot? Do you have a lot of pendants? Oh,
I don't have a whole lot of charms compared to some people I know, but I have some.
is it rings or earrings, or what's like the number one thing you were looking for? Oh, that's I love that.
This is my little fob of a lady reading.
Oh, she's so cute. What perfect for you. Perfect. Little,
Carolina is coming in again with the information I can't remember. Thank you.
it's a lead-based metal. Thank you. Okay.
This is why I'm a writer, because I often need a minute to collect my thoughts if I'm going to sound intelligent.
Oh yeah. Wait, so I was gonna say, what is the number one thing you do collect then? Is your favorite rings or earrings or?
I don't think I have an overall favorite. I don't really like to wear bracelets.
Oh, matching. I'm not the person.
Yeah. Sorry, bracelets. You're great as a category. I just don't really like you.
People, and there's people who are only bracelets. There's this like
Yeah.
crazy category of people that are really bracelet people.
Yeah. And I think that's great. And I own some bracelets, but I just never, I don't really like having things on my wrists.
Me too. I'm always busy working, and it's in the way a lot of times. I feel like, ooh,
Yeah.
oh, so many sparkly things.
Here's a really sparkly drawer.
Yeah, and colorful.
I have turquoise from Santorini. This is coral that I bought on the Ponte Vecchio in Florence, famous bridge.
Oh yeah, these are like your amazing.
Yeah, I love to buy jewelry when I travel. It's like my wearable travel diary.
It's number one. I always buy a piece of jewelry. Always.
This is my bracelet drawer. I'm sorry for maligning you, bracelets. Here's a really cool one that I never wear because I don't like having bracelets on.
Where did you get that one? That's awesome.
I got this in Florence. Oh. And it's actually made of plastic, but they decorated it in the same way that they do the traditional book bindings.
Oh,
and,
with the marble.
Yeah, with the marbled paper. And I just thought it was the coolest thing, and I had to bring it home with me.
My God, it aligns all of your loves in one thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that is awesome. Okay. Do you ever look at paper jewelry too? Because I'm thinking of books.
Yes. Paper jewelry can be really cool.
Yeah. Different, more contemporary, typically.
Here, speaking of antique sort of costume jewelry things, this necklace is made of cut steel.
Oh. Cast or fabricated? What?
Here you can see all the little studs on the back from where they assembled it.
They riveted it.
Yeah.
Oh, so they probably cast it and then fabricated it onto set it in that yellow. Oh, this so cut steel is what a great effect. Is it heavy?
It's a little on the heavy side. I mean, it weighs about as much as you would expect. There's a lot of air in this piece, though.
Yeah. That's so awesome. They set it with little prongs back end, too. Oh, that is so. I love the construction of the pieces. Oh, this is beautiful.
This is another piece of Art Deco costume jewelry.
That's costume?
Mm-hmm.
What? It looks really good.
They knew what they were doing.
They really, is that sterling then, or is that just base metal?
I think it's some kind of base metal. This
Looks
one was from eBay, so I know very little about it.
like they have pearls there. Oh, yes.
This is my pearl drawer.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay, I love all this. Are those colorful, like, or light pink pearls up there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Okay, that's awesome. And lots of different things in there. Where and spinel, right?
These guys are just two very long strands. Um, these are the pearls my mom gave me for my bat mitzvah.
Oh, oh, those coming of age, like marking those memories.
Oh yeah. Hi, Liz. This drawer is all jewelry my husband bought me, including a bunch of notes from him that you can't see.
Oh, I love that you have it separated. That's really nice. This is like going through your life a little
I
bit.
know. This is the box my engagement ring was in when he proposed. Oh yay! Hi, Liz.
I
I
live.
have to like kneel down.
I'm sure you all were on all. Everyone's been on a million lives.
Yeah. This is a box of boxes. I mean, a drawer of boxes. This is jewelry I don't necessarily wear, but need to keep safe. And I just realized this is in here.
Another little miniature. Is that your family?
This is like a picture from Sears. And there's
Yes.
my mom and my dad and my Uncle Wayne and my Aunt Sharon and Uncle Jerry, and my grandma and grandpa, and me and my sister as a baby.
Oh my God, I love that. Who decided to make this?
Probably my mom. Oh, good. My sister's still here seeing this. I forgot this was in here. You all just witnessed this discovery live.
I love that. This goes back, this really relates to the ring with the little miniature on. Oh, this is nice too. Look at all this.
I don't know when I got this. I don't remember, but I should obviously wear it more.
It goes with all your style.
But it's a beautiful baby. What's in here? Oh, this is my great grandmother's handkerchief. That I wore pinned in my wedding dress when I got married, and my sister did too.
I love that you have a little box for it.
My mom gave me this box. I love little boxes. I just don't need as many now that I have my armoire.
Yeah, but I like you have a little box. You have a drawer just for the little boxes. Sometimes the boxes are just as important, right? Yes. What? Oh, those are beautiful.
They're both rhinestone. I tragically don't own any real tiaras, although I hope to remedy that someday.
I'll give you a pass this time.
Thank you.
Great effect.
This pink one I bought from eBay when I was in college, and I used to like wear it around campus like a normal person.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally normal. Yes.
This is a really cool clip-on earring that my great aunt gave me.
Oh, it's a clip-on earring?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like this against your face. I love it.
I know. I haven't figured out how to wear it, but she said that she figured if anyone could wear it, I could.
Yeah. Just one, though.
Either that or it fell out. Oh, no, it's back there. It's a long box.
Oh, double. Okay.
So now I'm sitting down on the floor.
Okay.
This was from my great aunt as well. She had an incredible collection of jewelry. She passed away in November.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Ooh, what is this?
I don't know how to show you this without putting it on.
What the?
This is a bib necklace.
I love that. That's like very Elsa Peretti.
And matching like bracelet cuffs.
Oh my gosh.
It looks sort of like a bikini like this, but it's not.
I'm super inspired by this, by the way.
And it's this super flexible mesh, and it doesn't have a clasp, it actually has snaps like fabric would. Yeah, you saw these at
Serious style.
WJA once. Yeah.
Serious.
Here we go.
Do you know where she got this?
Um, so the box has the name of a jewelry store in DC, but I showed it to them and they assured me they have never sold anything like this because they're too fancy. So no, we don't know where it's from.
Do you remember her wearing this ever? How did she wear this? This is amazing.
She never wore it. She said she found it in her attic and she thought it belonged to someone else in the family. But she never wore it, and she thought if that maybe I would, and she was right.
Have you worn this? Because this looks amazing.
Oh yeah, I've worn it.
This will get me to maybe wear a bracelet.
Yes, I have worn bracelets for these. Yeah, Liz is right. It looks exactly like the classic Whitting and Davis style, but it's not signed. So it's they make those purses.
Yeah. I love those purses, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know what else to show you. I've showed you a lot of these.
For an hour, so we're at an appropriate time stop.
Good. I'll just sort of point you vaguely at the earrings.
Because you have a great video of your earrings up on Instagram, and I was looking at that.
Yeah.
I love seeing it because you have a really extensive collection.
Yeah, I just really love jewelry a lot. If you didn't know that, it's genuine.
Yeah. I mean, it has to. You have to love this to do this and to write about it with so much passion. The way you write about it is, I really enjoy your writing because
Thank you.
I dive deep and I want to know the story.
Oh, here, you'll like these. These I got in Murano near Venice, and they're a hand-blown glass balls filled with gold leaf.
Oh, wow. How did they do that without getting the leaf? Oh, they must have. Oh, I don't. That's okay. That's awesome.
I have no idea.
Okay, they
I
blew
just think they're so cool.
and then fed it in and then sealed the top and riveted the stem. They're great. I would wear that a lot. I like gold a lot.
Me too. Me too.
I know you have balanced a lot of contemporary mixed in with more of your other like more antique. So this is really nice to see you blend it together.
Yeah, my personal collection, I always tell people this, but I like to emphasize it while I have the proof in front of me. My personal collection includes so much costume and bridge jewelry too. Like most of this jewelry isn't particularly expensive.
No, but it's about style.
Yeah, it's just beautiful and it makes me happy.
And you have the story about it. I really want you to, oh my God, where did you get those?
My parents found me these. They're from either a museum gift shop or an art fair.
They're from Sarah Gallo. I have the necklace in black and white to match.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. I'm going to post a picture about it later. Oh
my mom bought them for me.
That.
That's so funny. When I was little, I used to play with just the Barbie shoes on my fingers. So when my parents saw these, they had to buy them for me. I have the artist information in one of these drawers.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I know. I'll send it to you. That's hilarious. I love hot pink.
That's so funny. I knew that we were kindred spirits.
I know. Thank you so much. I really enjoy just chatting with you and getting to know more about you and your process. I highly recommend everybody read your blog because it is so entertaining and fun. It's fun. That's what we're doing, which is like you're bringing a to each piece too, and I enjoy that.
I just really love jewelry and I like to talk about it. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much for this. This was so fun.
It was really fun. I super appreciate it. Anytime. I look forward to chatting with you more. I hope you have a great week too, and then we get through all this.
Yeah. You too. And thank you everyone who followed along and helped me remember words that I forgot and weighed in with fun questions. You
Thank
made
you.
it so much fun.
I super appreciate everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Becky. Have a
Bye.
great day, you guys. Bye, sweetie.